So first job of the day is to get the front suspension off. What the heck?
It's like pork crackling,
Okay.
but it's soft and
You mean it's not
tasty.
vegan?
Good morning, and welcome to Jagodina, Serbia.
Have you never heard of Jagodina? Neither have we.
Until we had friends reach out to us and ask us to come and visit them here in Jagodina. And as it so happens, they are also going to be helping us to get Millie's suspension fixed.
Super lucky that Debbie and Zoran reached out to us. We started chatting to them about a year ago, actually, and we're going to spend a couple of days with them. If you haven't seen our previous video, we entered Serbia from, we came through Greece, through North Macedonia, and we're sort of making our way north. This video might be a little bit different. We discovered about a week or 2 weeks ago that we've got some leaking front dampers, broken suspension links. We need to service the van.
Millie needs some TLC.
So we're going to introduce these guys quick. Welcome to our channel. We're Andre and Lisa. Over the last 20 years, we have traveled together to more than 40 countries. 5 years ago, we embarked on a long-term sabbatical and have been nomadic ever since. For most of the past 2 years, we have been exploring Western Europe with our motorhome. This year, we plan to make our way through Eastern Europe towards Denmark for summer. We'll be heading south for winter and just maybe make it to Morocco. So hit that subscribe button and join our adventure.
Knock, knock. Good morning.
Good morning!
Nice to meet you here.
So this is Zoran and Debbie. Now they've welcomed us into their home and they're going to help us this week, hopefully, to sort a few problems out. We're not sure how it's going to pan out, but this is part of the adventure.
It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Either way, it's
Yeah,
gonna
working with
Important
amateurs,
people.
yeah.
First stop is over here at the car wash. So we've got Millie here, and this is actually Debbie and Zoran's van, right next to us.
We're doing a comparison assessment. We were thinking of actually washing the van. Ooh, we should get some water.
Inspections have begun.
We're doing a comparison now between a van. It's the same, but it's got half the mileage. So the problem is that to replace the leaf spring is going to be quite a job. The leaf spring set is about 450, 500 euros, and it's a lot of labor. The alternative to leave the double leaf springs already in there. Consider putting some airbags in at some point. But we're going to change the dampers in any case.
Today we've been fancy. We're sitting down for breakfast.
So fancy. Yes.
Very fancy.
Okay, breakfast first before we get to work.
Now we're getting a new burek with cream cheese and ham.
That looks like
That looks amazing.
God.
We're going for lunch. The best burger place in the world.
I mean, this isn't
Oh
lunch.
my. We're going for lunch. I just said we're going for lunch, and that sounded like trouble.
Breakfast done and dusted. Oh, I don't know how we're going to survive. Too much food and the hospitality. Dangerous.
On the way to the mechanic.
You can see very clearly the shock absorbers are completely leaking. We're just checking the top mounts. This link is still good, but we're going to replace these links. This side. Oh, you can see this. Yeah, actually. That link's completely busted. Let's check out the rear suspension. Oh, look at these bump stops. Completely buggered.
Vlada said the car generally look very good at the bottom. If there is any issue with the tire rod ends and ball joints, he will call to confirm
Okay.
replacement.
Okay.
That's all. Everything else
Looks alright.
is 100%.
Oh my goodness. Is it sorted?
Well, I will tell. I'm very happy. So far, so good. Quickly up the car. Took a drive through some of the villages. We're about 40 kilometers from Jagodina to a spring that's not hot. Krupaskio Frelo. As you can see, I do not have my speedo on, so there won't be any swimming, sorry. But if the sun comes out, apparently the water is incredibly blue because the water comes out of the mountain. It's in a nature protected area. Used to be on a private farm. Quite a serious little noisy waterfall here. Unfortunately, the water is not blue. It's normally very blue, but there was a lot of rain in this area. Lisa did say she's going to go for a quick swim.
Luckily I said if the sun's out.
What?
Luckily the sun's not out. This is so cool. I can't even imagine being able to swim here.
Much later.
Late afternoon, Jagodina, day one. We got Millie back at the house. Now, this is interesting. This house is where Zoran actually grew up. His parents built this house themselves. Isn't that incredible? He spent 30 years in South Africa and he came back to his hometown. He still knows everybody here. But what's quite fascinating, he was telling us that being away for so long almost put him in a bit of a time capsule. There's as vocabulary, for example, has developed that he hasn't been part of. So, like, the digital era, in a way, in the language, is something he hasn't learned. We're gonna go take a walk around town quickly, grab something to eat. There's a beautiful park up here. Interesting walking to an old part of Jagodina here, and obviously Zoran remembered quite well. Just point out the school, old hotel. This hotel was built in the 70s and there was really no demand for this kind of structure.
Oh, look at this.
You have onion, you have mayo, you have pickled mushrooms, cabbage. And this is like a feta cheese with a little bit of this paprika there, which is crushed.
That also sounds good.
There's ceviche.
Oh, I'm not going to even try and say it.
Traditional Serbian fast food, there's ceviche. You literally rock up to the window, you ask for your choice of meat and then the choice of toppings, and then you figure out how to eat it. Okay, so it's 260 dinars, like just over €2.
Look at that meat. So good.
I do recommend. Check out this place.
Cheers.
No, wait, you don't say cheers. What do we say?
Jivali.
And in case you didn't know, this is the biggest artificial waterfall in the whole Balkan Peninsula. Incredible. Nice park here. Unfortunately, it's starting to rain. So we're going to head back. Tomorrow we're going to hopefully get the parts we need to do the work and get cracking to fix our Millie. See you guys tomorrow. Well, this is it. This is it. Millie's back in the workshop. Guys are busy.
First job. Oh, Andres always wanted to be a mechanic. Work it, baby, work it.
The first job of the day is to get the front suspension off. I already had to drop the dash on the side so you can access the bolt here to get to the top mount of the suspension. Good news is the left side seems to be coming out because I mean these bolts probably haven't been loosened in years. Oh, here's our wheel. Okay, thank you.
These tools we call cats. Yeah.
And this is to compress the spring.
Yeah.
Top mounts, I think we're gonna replace these anyway. While we at it. No point not doing it. One down. Next up, these guys. Keep going.
Oh my god, these are new bars! That's the piece that was so broken.
There's the other side actually, right? Replace
Yes.
both. Then you can see the new shocks. And then you can go check out the back.
Oh god, look at those things.
That's what you have to replace with airbags, maybe. So we might have to see if we can find them.
Oh, so they don't, we couldn't go and get that.
No, you have to find them maybe in Germany or somewhere.
Can you believe it? What is that now? 3 hours?
Yeah, maybe.
And the guys have finished with everything.
So far so good, eh? Thanks to those guys. No pressure. Zoran.
Lifesavers.
Zoran, lifesaver. Thank you. No, it makes such a big difference to have someone that can help you out. We're grateful to Zoran's help. If you have someone who speaks the local language and he can go where you recommend it, it's just such a relief. I'm very chuffed they actually finished the work in a record time. And I'll catch you up with the details later.
Okay, oh my god, the Millie's fixed!
But I have to follow Zoran.
Yes. Okay, goodbye these guys. Thanks guys. Where's the knocking? There's no knocking. It just feels like it's not gonna break. Okay, now we can find all the potholes. Oh, we're gonna get in here. Now that we've got Millie fixed, next up is getting her all washed and clean. Look at this. Millie's getting so much TLC, she doesn't know what's going on. Even take a look at how nice and clean the engine is. Nice and shiny, Millie.
Okay, it's impossible to get a quiet spot here, but we're still in Jagodina, and Debbie and Zoran gave us some local things that apparently is exceptionally unique to Serbia. We're just quickly going to show you. This looks like cheese puffs, but they're peanut flavored. This apparently was like the original cola. You can still buy it here, everywhere. Kokta original, finest herbal something.
The next one we've got is plasma biscuits and cookies. Now you can either eat these like this, or they're used to make a whole load of homemade desserts.
You can actually see it as an ingredient in quite a few things. Now, plasma sounds strange. It looks like a finger biscuit, eh?
I
Okay.
think it is similar.
This guy is what they call tobacco. That's what it translates to. It's
Mostly the fat of the meat or the little bits. Almost like a crackling, but in little pieces.
And then last but not least, we'll show you this one now. It comes from the market, bakery thing.
That's the secret one.
That's the secret.
This is what it looks like.
It looks like, what do you call it? Biltong dust.
Like, yes, biltong dust. I remember biltong shavings as a child.
Right? I'm too civilized. What the heck?
Ooh. It's like pork crackling. So it's more fat, less meat,
Wait.
but it's soft
You
and
mean
tasty.
it's not vegan?
Of course it's vegan. It's in a green container.
Oh, I doubled that.
Oh wow, you're going for it. The texture is so amazing. It almost just melts in your mouth.
I don't know what you're supposed to do with it. Put it on a sandwich.
Sprinkle it over salad, or just snack on it.
Oh my god, this is
That
delicious.
is delicious.
Yeah.
You get this little stringy texture in your mouth, and then it just melts away.
Right, before we melt away, you see people eat this everywhere. It looks like cheese puffs, and it is.
I can smell the peanuts.
Oh, look at this.
This is so strange. When something is not what you expect it to be.
Maybe we should have had a cola before.
Ooh.
Let's do both at the same time.
Oh, this is so strange. Ooh.
Well, they call this a finest herbal extracts. Cocktail original.
Yes, this is more sweet than I expected it to be.
Yeah, the tobacco ruins it a bit. Yo. Sweet. It tastes like...
This is more like peanut butter chips than peanut chips. I feel like I need to cleanse my palate first.
Cleanse your palate with that. I want to try the peanut chips.
Cocktail original. This is a 70-year-old recipe.
Nice. Obviously eat the whole bag.
Whoa, that is sweet.
Super sweet, eh?
That's very nice. I would say much nicer than Coca-Cola. It doesn't have that same metallic taste.
Unfortunately, we don't drink Coca-Cola really, so I don't know what to compare it to. Maybe in South Africa, Iron Brew.
That's very nice. No, I don't like Iron Brew. Between Iron Brew and Coke.
I don't think this is sugar-free, by the way. There's a cup. Okay, quickly check out the plasma. It says diet. Sounds legit.
I think I need a peanut butter cookie first.
No. Oh well, this is a nice packet. Looks like a looks like a digestive actually.
That's not what I expected it to be.
Okay, you have your own.
Yes.
Now they say you can also like soak it in milk or something.
Cheers.
Pink, it's quite lightish but solid.
Solid.
Tastes like nothing.
You know what it reminds me of? South African Mari biscuit.
No, Mari biscuit is sweet though. There's no sweetness in this. It's a plain. That's why it's diet. There's no sugar.
It's no sugar.
Yeah.
It's just a crunchy biscuit.
Okay, we started the best one from all. If you come to Serbia, firstly, come hungry. Try to lose a lot of weight before you arrive, because you will put it back on.
I'm bringing clothes a few sizes too big for you.
The food in Serbia
is incredible. We're talking about the savory food, the sweet food, everything is just amazing.
Bakeries on every, no, not even straight, 5 on every street corner, and then you get these kind of goodies. This is actually a poppy seed contraption, baked in like a flaky, soft, it's almost like a donut-y.
Between that and a layered pastry. So far my favorite is definitely the peanut butter flings.
Flings? What's a fling? Look at this beauty! Yum! Alright, quick taste. Ooh. Oh!
Oh my god.
Gooey, sticky.
Absolutely delicious.
Thanks, Debbie and Zoran.
This is awesome. Right, this is different because it's a whole pastry thing.
Oh, so good.
It's peanut butter.
Oh, God. What's happening?
Oh god, you only pressed record now.
That'll be funny.
Not funny at all.
Well, I guess that's a wrap for our first Jagodina experience.
We hope that you enjoyed Jagodina with us. We can't believe that it's just been a few days. We've made new friends. We've managed to get Millie's suspension fixed. And we've got to see and learn so much about Jagodina and Serbia.
It's quite a likable town. I know it's subjective. We really like the fact that it's got this old school street shopping vibe. People are really out and about the whole day. You can go out there in the evenings. It's lovely atmosphere.
You can walk across the town all the way from one end to the other. You walk to the market. It's just wonderful to see so many people out and about and walking.
From here we're heading to, I don't know, somewhere in Serbia. So as always, thanks for watching, and we hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please consider subscribing, smash that like button, and we'll see you next time.
And a special shout out, thanks Debbie and Zoran, really appreciate it.
Ciao.
Ciao.